Thanksgiving dinners sad and thankless. Christmas dinners dark and blue. When you stop and try to see it from the turkey's point of view. Oh, how I once loved tuna salad, pork and lobster, lamb chops too, till I stopped and looked at dinner from the dinner's point of view. Shel Silverstein. I know that for many of us, the word vegetarian in any form of debate or presentation is pretty much taboo. And the second that you hear it, an image of some hippie waving a peace sign pops up, and it's time to stop listening. But I'm going to need you guys to try really hard for me right now. The thing is, a vegetarian diet is much healthier and easier to sustain than we think. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of the effects of animal agriculture, so allow me to share a few statistics with you. The meat and dairy industry produces more greenhouse gases than the exhaust from all cars, trucks, trains, boats, and planes combined. Now, to put that in perspective, without using any gas or oil or fuel ever again, we as a planet would still exceed our maximum carbon equivalent greenhouse gas emissions by the year 2030, all simply by raising and eating livestock. Animal agriculture is responsible for 30% of the world's water consumption, occupies up to 45% of Earth's land, is responsible for up to 91% of the Brazilian Amazon destruction, and is a leading cause of ocean dead zones, habitat destruction, and species extinction. Now, it could be argued that, yes, there are some negative impacts of animal agriculture, but there are downsides to everything, and isn't it more important that people get fed? Well, of course, it's important that people get all of the nutrients they need, but this can easily be provided for in a vegetarian diet. Not to mention the fact that over 10 pounds of plant proteins are used to produce 1 pound of beef. If these grains were used to feed humans instead of animals, it could feed the 925 million people in chronic hunger worldwide. In our modern society, there is no need for us to continue to eat meat as our ancestors did. We now know that to do so, using animal agriculture, harms our earth and is not beneficial towards humanity. Now, I became vegetarian almost 4 years ago, and I can promise you that it is so much easier than it seems. Despite this, I know that not all of you are exactly thrilled at the idea of going vegetarian, so let me propose this. 1 day a week, with your family, with your friends, with whoever you can manage to convince, eat completely vegetarian. I know that for many of us, eating meat is a personal choice, but a choice stops being personal once it starts harming our world and our animals. This might seem like a big step for some of you, but think about it. You'd be helping our earth, our atmosphere, our oceans, and our animals. Plus, you'd be eating healthy all at the same time. Now, granted, 1 day a week isn't likely to completely change all the negative impacts of animal agriculture, but maybe, just maybe, I've managed to convince some of you to go mostly, or all, vegetarian. Thank you.